How's it going, Joe? What you doing?
Placing these intercooler bricks.
Oh, yeah? The good old aftermarket transmission stuff.
Yeah, his brick started leaking.
That sucks.
One of them.
How could you tell it was leaking?
Had a misfire, and his like coolant in his tank started going lower.
Uh-oh.
And we're like, that's
never
not good.
That's never good.
No, it's not.
So they have like updated versions of them or something, or?
I don't know if these are updated or not. His third set.
His third set?
No, not him, but third set of her.
Right. Where's your cable?
Passenger seat of my car. The vet.
My car. Joe's got like 9 cars. Must be nice.
Oh God.
Have so many cars. Do you like work hard for all your stuff or something?
Oh, good thing I looked.
No fitty. Should
No.
just shoved it on, Joe.
For the little boosted line.
Vacuum line?
Yep. Very important.
No. You need those.
All vacuum lines are important vacuum lines.
No. Only the boost lines are important. Boost lines make you power. Vacuum lines.
Only the go-go lines.
The go-go lines.
Oh, this thing? 454, asshole. They don't make these anymore.
454 on the floor. You know, it ain't a Pontiac motor, you know why, right? Because it ain't a 455.
Shut the f.
Why couldn't you bore it out 1 more cubic inch?
2 things that don't work when you do an LS7 intake manifold on a GTO. Well, 454. This is probably the easiest engine swap. Like, you know when things change your engine swap? Like,
yeah.
Like when you do a Gen 3 block, like for example, you do an LS2 or LS3 in a C5, you gotta mount, you have to grind either the block or the motor mount on the driver's side or the passenger side. On this, it was like the power steering bracket.
Really?
This line like doesn't clear, so you have to grind that off. And then this hook, you don't need to put that back on there, but I do because it's OEM and I like it. You have to bend it out of the way because the intake manifold's so much larger.
What does it do? Is it pull a motor?
Yeah, when they assemble it, I gotta put it in. Or they're moving it in the actual assembly plant.
Okay.
They hook from there to this one.
Gotcha.
They move it to the station, load it up.
They ain't got those dirty Digo engine plates like you got.
Oh yeah.
Got them big orange valve covers. What do you think it's gonna make?
500.
500? Even? Even Stevens?
I don't know. It's got a, I don't know, the cam can't be too big. It's got a stock manifold.
Ooh, don't forget, during this week, you need to scroll through and answer the questions people are asking.
That's what I was gonna do today, so I could put it in the video for tomorrow's. Yeah.
Oh, I should give an answer to one of them.
We'll literally just pull up. You can pick any of them, anyone you want, and then just say their name and.
How many ground points should run-of-the-mill LS? How many ground points should there be on a run-of-the-mill LS, and where should it be located?
By 40 millimeters.
Where's this place located?
Close to Walker.
Whoa.
And there's even more since I looked, huh?
Yeah, there's been a lot.
Interesting.
That one jumped up a lot.
Okay.
Of views.
This guy named Just Some Guy 4 days ago. How do they know how much? How do they know how much each part needs to be torqued down to on an engine? Just Some Guy. Well, your answer is right here. So since I used to work for General Motors at the dealership, I have access to all the torque specs and instruction manual and SI stuff. So it is, I took every single bolt and I made a little cheat sheet.
It's like everything. It's like air conditioning, compressor bolts, idler tensionable. What's everything? Everything.
56 transmission, NOx sensors, oil filter, all sorts of stuff.
Is this just like a stuff externally on the car? Like this? That doesn't count internal torque.
It's internal also. So right here, crankshaft connecting rods, the camshaft sprocket bolts, the balancer bolt.
Okay.
Camshaft, crankshaft.
Where can you? Where's a good source for this kind of stuff?
LS1howto.com.
LS1howto.com.
Yeah, you can get the same exact one.
Man, that's an old one.
Yeah, it's still really
My
good.
buddy's vet is that car.
No.
Yeah, that C5 was his C5.
Oh, that's awesome.
Here's a good one. I have a ton of tech questions. One, cold air intakes are not all the same. In some cases, I've seen data where they underperform stock air boxes. What are the key components to a good cold air intake system? By themselves, are they even worth doing, or should they always be coupled with secondary mod or tune to get the full benefit? I mean, a good air intake should be a ton of surface area for the filter. Obviously, have something to make sure it's not just getting pulled in right from the engine bay. So to keep intake air temps down. The MAF should be in a spot to where it's not right in a bend, immediately after a bend.
The least amount of turbulence possible.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think of air as like basically just water.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You want to just flow through. Whether they all pick up power or not, it really just depends on the car. Like some cars, man, they got that down from the factory. Other cars, they pick up a ton. You know. I remember back in the day, like Kelsey had a 05 Mustang GT. Did a JLT intake on it, and it picked up like 18 wheel.
Wow.
We used a Keith dyno, and we just swapped it.
Wow.
I mean, that's
significant.
pretty substantial.
Yeah.
But other cars, you could pick up 5. So it just really depends on the car. It's some of those cars, you just kind of gotta
do some
research.
Yeah, new Mustangs. Some of the intakes on like the 5.0s, you lose power. You lose power on those.
Really?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yeah, his car is Focus.
The RS loses power with cold air intake? Some cold air intakes?
Yeah.
Which one doesn't lose power on your car, for an example?
Just stick with stock.
Really?
Yeah.
Stock intake. Stock airbox.
See, a turbo on his deal, you'd have to like make something custom. You'd have to cone up from the inlet of the compressor housing and go to like a 4.5 or 4 inch.
My turbo has an elbow on it already.
The turbo itself does? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then there's no real way you can
Might
do
as well
that.
just keep it the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. Just do aftermarket turbo or something.
How many ground points on a run-of-the-mill LS? Or should they be located?
Probably.
Yeah. Are you recording?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We don't have to do it here.
I mean, well, look at C5s. They have 2.
I like to see 2 large ground.
They've got the one on the passenger side head, and then they have the one that goes to the block, the frame that passes by the steering shaft.
Right on the driver's side. It goes around the steering shaft.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they definitely have 2. But C6s have 3. They have the one on the head, the one on the driver's side, and then the one above the starter.
But I think the ones on the heads are like PCM grounds.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's referring to. I assume he's referring to chassis grounds.
2 is more than enough.
I mean, if you want. No worries.
Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah.
2 grounds.
Grounds are one of those things like you can't have too many.
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt, but
I have 3 on the Jeep, I guess, for reference, but
On my Trans Am, I had 2. I had one on each side of the block going right to the frame rails.
yep.
And they're large, like 0 gauge.
So it's literally just everything's grounded to like the head, and then the heads or the block's grounded to the chassis kind of deal, or is it like?
They were both going to block on my Trans Am.
Okay.
Just block, both the. So ideally, 2 large grounds, not little baby grounds.
How large is large?
0 gauge.
0 gauge.
especially in what he's doing, which he's doing a swap vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know Mick. Mick is
Yeah.
a local customer of ours. So.
Yeah. So we know Mick. We know what he's doing.
2 0 gauge would be.
Yeah. Now, if he's talking about like doing his own harness and his swap and stuff, and how many grounds, That might change some things up.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to stack grounds on grounds on grounds. It's gonna, I guess, come down to your harness. I personally, like when I'm doing a fuel system and I got a bunch of pumps and stuff, and I got an area that just has a bunch of relays, I don't like to put more than 2, maybe 3 grounds on like one area. And I don't really like doing 3, especially with eyelets, because they start going and getting stacked around, and then one grabs when you're tightening the bolts or something, and it wipes out the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, I don't really like to do more than 2 ground points for like smaller gauge wires if you're doing harness work.
Cool. All right.
I mean, if you look C5s, they have a bunch of grounding issues.
Okay. And they have 2 grounds. So
they have like 5 or 6 small wire grounds on each frame rail, all going in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
And they use like this little junction thing to do it. And they have nothing but issues.
Right. Because they're mostly fiberglass, so it's hard to find spots on them.
Yeah, so people clean those up, extend them, redo them.
Put them in different areas.
Put them in different areas instead of them going to that stupid little junction clip.
Right. Ohm's law.
Ohms
equals IR. Cool. Thank you, Brian.
You have something. Well, there wasn't too much water in the cylinder. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
Oh, you know.
How's it going?
Alright.
What you doing?
So, because apparently doing the clutch on this is the worst, like hands down.
What I heard.
The worst. Disconnecting the drive shaft, all that good all the harness.
Can you pull the motor?
I'm gonna just lift the car off of it. I guess Joe found pictures of a shop or whatever that did it, and all of this just chills here. And you just lift it off. It stays.
You like drop the K member kind of thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it all stays as one.
Okay.
So I was like, okay.
That works.
Yeah, dude. There's like 1,000 miles on it, so everything's like fresh and like bendable, you know?
Yeah.
So the plastic would rather bend than f***ing come unclip.
Yep. Yep. You're doing heads, cam, Whipple.
Fuel system, trunk tape, heat exchanger, dude. Oh, list of.
Yeah, it's a big build. It's a real big build. It's like gonna be the F-body days.
No, I was looking at it underneath. It looks like it comes right down.
Have you seen those pictures on tech of them like holding like the fucking core support with like a forklift and just like the old hillbilly way?
Way to do a cam. I don't get why people would do a cam that way. It's not easier in an F-body.
What do they do differently?
They'd lift the body off the motor to do a cam in an F-body. I'm like, you guys are dumb. You're literally doing that to save your time on the back cylinder valve springs.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
You know, you could.
But because back in the day, the only valve spring tool you had was the snap-on crank one.
I feel like I've accomplished nothing today.
It kind of looks like it, dude.
You'll feel real accomplished once it's out tomorrow and you start just going boom, boom, boom. Taking off.
It's one of those things where everything has a Christmas tree clip, and when I think I've got all the connectors out, there's always like one more.
Dude, you pumped to do the headers in the Viper tomorrow?
Sure.
I don't know what I'm getting into. I mean, I really don't know if they're bad on a Gen 2 or not.
I'm gonna find out.
I know they're awful on a Gen 3, but mine has more room.
Are these your headers?
Yep.
These look real nice. Who makes these again?
Air Reach.
Oh, nice.
I got their stepped headers.
Ooh. Kitty cats.
I don't want smell, and I don't want it to get too loud.
Can't blame you.
Oh, is there no screws underneath?
There was a bunch of self-tappers.
Holy, it does have cats. Yes, that makes me happy.
Wow. Did not expect that.
Oh, we're gonna have to do some tap work.
Yup. I
have to do some kind of tap work.
Yeah. Jason?
Alright.
It's a big thing.
I did it.
That's how you get to the map sensor connector.
Pull the motor, step 1. Wow. Oh, damn, that's crazy.
I did it, Jerry.
You done did it, dude.
I just wish you did an X pipe, or no, it needs 3-inch full exhaust.
Yeah, I thought there was something wrong with it when we fired it up this morning, but no.
It's just the exhaust. Because you gotta remember, it's 2 4-cylinders. I think it's a
With like a square lobe
I'm telling you
cam.
what it is. You're not asking me what it is. I know it's an 8mm.
What it is it's 2 4-cylinders that are opposed.
Yeah.
No, they work in tandem.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like
they fight.
the old
Yeah,
60s race cars.
But
It's an angry ballad.
a 3.7-liter 4-cylinder.
Oh, what a
That's
terrible
a
thing.
serious fucking Honda.
It's like a Detroit diesel.
B30,
Straight pipe. B30.
B37. We need the badges on the hood.
On the scoops?
The little sign. Ram Air, like the Pontiacs. I saw Pontiac and Ram Air. Remember those? Grand Am, Ram Air.
Dude, when I saw Grand Am Ram Air, I was like,
That's the coolest thing ever.
they looked so aggressive.
They were.
Especially in silver.
Yeah.
Because they had the chrome wheels.
The later years, when they had like 7 scoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in,
What was that,
it was in Lethal
02?
Weapon. No,
It
it
was
was
a
like
Grand Prix-
98.
Grand Prix GTP.
Grand Am GT.
Grand Am GTP, that's it.
No. Grand Am GT.
Yeah, that's it.
Grand Am GT, yeah.
They were what, the 3.8?
3.4. Double overhead cam, or were they double? I don't know.
I thought they looked so cool.
Yeah.
I still think they look kind of cool. We had my dad always wanted on the lot Oldsmobile Aurora.
Oh, I love those.
Sean had one.
The 4 liter V8.
I don't know. Sean had one, and then he had like badass rims on it, and Wade got in a fight at the movie theater. So Wade was borrowing Sean's car, hops in it, drove off, racing through the parking lot, running away, and then hits a curb median where like the parking stops with the tree trunk. Ripped the whole
Cool
cradle.
sounding.
He was straight pipes.
The interior was kind of cool on them. It was like the super plushy leather, the squishy doors and
Yep.
stuff.
Just like the Buick. I kind of miss the Buick a little bit.
All the 3800 series too,
Those
with
cool.
the blower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all fun.
Hey, what car of yours did Wade crash?
Yeah! Dude, we're talking about.
Probably needs a MSD.
2-inch headers.
Needs some exhaust.
It does.
Yeah, let's go with that. Start there.
They liked it.
Liked it. Liked it a little bit more.
Sounds good.
Sounds deeper.
Sounds no exhaust leaks, which is nice. Was that Mike?
That was Mike and.
That thing's fun.
Oh, this is very fun. That was Mike and Josh Thompson. So we're here live, Tucson Dragway. LS1 back there.
We just gotta beat nachos.
Well, how fast did you go?
1039.
What is
With
that?
410s up in Phoenix.
Was that one 1050?
That's
10.4? It's close.
That's the beta.
It's close. 10.4 at 137.
I did a 10.5 at 120 in it. I missed the 3.4.
Jimmy, you missed me freaking putting work today.
Well, you're going back out, right?
No.
No?
No, we heard it.
You heard it?
Yeah, we heard the trans.
Gorgeous.
Was it not going gear anymore or what?
So it has like a gear.
Oh.
It's gear.
Good enough.
Good enough to get on the trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all you need is one gear.
Yeah.
Trailer. Mario said he goes into third and just locks up the back tire.
Holy sh!
Back in second.
So Mario took off the filters before he was gonna run, not knowing how hurt the car really was.
Yeah.
Do you really think that's gonna make a difference if the tune's gonna make 24 pounds? It's gonna make 24 pounds?
Yeah. Turbos are not good at sucking, they're good at blowing.
Yeah.
So if you've got a restriction on the inlet of the turbo, it can't do what it needs to.
But it's gonna make the same boost regardless, right? So what's the...
It might be more efficient.
Okay.
Might give you more boost sooner.
It's more efficient.
More boosts.
Break you in your ass. Did you see it yet?
No.
It actually didn't look that spectacular off the line.
It does.
No, it does.
That's what you're not seeing.
Dude,
It's moving.
72 miles an hour.
I know.
Oh, damn.
Time for different engine, huh?
Trying to go 180.
Came in and talked to Joe.
Did you?
Yeah. Has he not talked to you guys about it?
I haven't heard anything yet.
Put a plan together?
He's gonna drop it on you.
Must be in the pipeline.
You stupid mother. Someone. This pisses me off. Someone can message me because I post my time slip. Sleeping at the light. I don't even know how to respond to this.
What do you even say to that?
It's a private track rental.
I'm not trying to race the light.
Jesus. It's signature, 99F body,
Yeah.
headers.
Headers.
There's just some
mod
clapped
list.
out. Yeah, future mod list.
Yeah, 228R. Pack
No,
springs.
I think we're gonna have Kelly do a like 400 short block, whatever heads you guys want to do, and then 76s, Holly, and then glide, and then shed some weight wherever.
Like two 76s?
Two, yeah.
Jesus.
That's right.
What are you trying to do, bro?
Sevens.
Trying to turn the earth around?
Sevens.
Sevens? What are you trying to do? Let's go sevens?
Now, I mean,
You'll go sevens.
23s, man.
I know.
You'll go real fast. You'll go way faster than sevens.